Hey, what's going on, Who Dat Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And some of you probably thought about starting your very own sports podcast. Well, let me help you out. I want to tell you a little bit about Anchor. Now, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's an easy way to make a podcast, and it's free. You don't have to worry about paying a bunch of money each month. There are creation tools to allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so you don't have to worry about that. So it can be heard on apps like Spotify and Apple Podcasts and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. So go to anchorfm.com and start your very own podcast today. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place.
One more time.
Hey, what's going on, Who Dat Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast, and welcome to the State of the Saints podcast post-game show. Thank you very much for tuning in. We got a lot, and I do mean a lot, to talk about on this edition of the State of the Saints podcast. My freaking goodness. Horrible game by the New Orleans Saints. They lose to the Las Vegas Raiders by a score of 34-24. The Las Vegas Raiders took the Saints to the woodshed. I can't even lie about that. That was straight up 100% embarrassing right there. You know what I'm saying? That was just straight up 100% embarrassing. I would say I'm at a loss for words, but in a way I'm not surprised. You know, I mean, I picked the Saints to win this game because I just thought that, you know, they had a better team. But it seems like what I said in the beginning, like when I was doing predictions and breaking it down during the middle of the season or the offseason, I had the Raiders winning this game for the same reason they actually won tonight. It's a new venue, and they play inspired football, you know, but let me go ahead and break this game down, man. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it no more. I'm not sugarcoating it anymore, man. I can't, okay? I absolutely can't. I'm about to welcome in my big brother, E.J. Jones, to the State of the Saints podcast. My brother, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say what I got to say, and then I'll let you go ahead and say what you got to say, and then we can, you know, go from there. Look, like I said on the State of the Saints yesterday, I said that an Atlanta Falcon fan can't tell me nothing. All right, that's what I said, right? I'm about to say this really, really clear. I'm about to make myself perfectly clear. A Drew Brees supporter right now who can't see that this guy has declined can't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing, man. Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, they can see that Drew Brees is on the decline. I don't want to hear nothing about no preseason. I don't want to hear nothing about no offseason activities. This is a guy. This is a dude for 20 years has been one of the best quarterbacks in all of football. For 20 years, he has been pinpoint accurate. Drew Brees, the most accurate passer of the football in NFL history. The most accurate passer in NFL history. I don't want to hear nothing about no preseason. Drew Brees was off like a light. Drew Brees was missing receivers that were wide open. Drew Brees was overthrowing people. Drew Brees threw an interception late in the second quarter that, to me, was crucial as a mug. A supporter of Drew Brees who cannot see this dude has declined can't tell me nothing. You are delusional. You are out of your mind if you don't see that this guy cannot get the ball down the field. He cannot get the ball down the field. You are delusional. Did you not see that last drive? Nickel and diamond, captain check down, lieutenant check down, sergeant check down, whatever check down you want to say, that's exactly what he was doing. How many people have a quarterback? When they're down in a game, regardless if the game is over or not, you don't see them take shots down the field. I don't want to hear nothing about, man, he could get the ball down the field. He could get the ball down the field. Look, I fail to believe that nobody was open downfield. I fail to believe that Deontay Harris can't get behind a defender. I fail to believe Emmanuel Sanders can run a deep post and he can put the ball where it needs to be. I fail to believe Tre'Quan Smith, probably his best game in the Saints uniform, can't get the ball, can't get downfield. Man, bump all that. And I'm got to go out on a limb. If the New Orleans Saints do not change this offensive scheme, they aren't going nowhere. You are not going to the playoffs. You are not going deep into the playoffs. If you get there, you can't. Okay? People talk about, man, what about Peyton Manning? What about Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning was on the decline, but Peyton Manning had a lights-out elite defense. What told you tonight that we can put the team on the backs of the defense? Please tell me. Please tell me. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Smoke and mirrors. Week 1 was smoke and mirrors. It had to be because it looked like the tale of two different teams out there. I didn't know if I was watching a modern day Saints team or Stephon Anthony defense was out there. It was ridiculous, man. Anybody that's out here defending this, anybody that's out here, man, you hate on Drew Brees. You're a hater. You're a hater on Drew Brees. You're just finding a reason to talk about him. Man, bump all that, man. Y'all in denial. Like, get your heads out of your behind. Like, y'all that scared? Like, really? Saints fans, are y'all really that scared? Are y'all really that afraid of life outside of Drew Brees that y'all got to squeeze every bit of talent out of this man in order for y'all to see that this guy ain't got it no more? He don't. Can he get the ball down the field? Absolutely not. Can he get the ball in short? If you need it in a tight window, can he put it there? Yes, he can. But, bruh, you are not going to win nothing. If you can't get the ball down the field, you don't have a defense to make up for your shortcomings, you ain't winning nothing. I don't care what you say. You can call me a hater all you want to. You're in denial. I've been watching the Saints game since 1990. Don't tell me I ain't no Saints fan. I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. I'm going to tell you what it's going to be. Y'all been looking at Bobby Abel, Jim Everett, you know what I'm saying, Billy Joe Hobart, Billy Joe Tolliver. Y'all been looking at all them sorry quarterbacks and y'all scared. That's the reason why y'all defend Drew Brees the way that y'all do. Is Drew Brees the greatest Saints quarterback of all time? Absolutely. First ballot Hall of Famer, man, you know he got that already. Gold jacket already hanging up somewhere in Canton waiting for that boy just to put his name on there. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But let's call it for what it is, folks. Stop being scared. That's just what it is. Y'all afraid that you can't talk to your Panther friends no more, your Falcon friends, your Buccaneer friends, because you've been pumping your chest out for the last 15 years because we've been a class of the division. Bump all that. Bump all that, bro. For real. It is time. Drew Brees, this should be his last season in the Saints uniform. Look, this is getting sad. Like, for real. This is getting sad. Do you really want to see Drew Brees go out like this? Like, honestly, just for your amusement and for you to be typing in a chat just so you can talk up to some Buccaneer fans to make yourself feel superior, man, bump all that, man. For real. It's over, bro. Like, for real. He does not have that arm talent anymore. Look, man, I know I said a lot, bro. I had to get my spiel in. I'll let you go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Man, there was some good opening arguments. That's a hell of a welcome. I was looking at the same stats from this game.
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Am I clear enough? So,
hold on.
I was looking at the Saints
I'm
stats
sorry,
from
bro.
this game.
I'm sorry. He'll pick. I love you, bro. But nah, not tonight. Not tonight. Drew Brees is human. Nah, bro. No. We criticize every single person every single week anytime they do something. Marcus Williams on the chopping block. Marshawn Lattimore on the chopping block. Marcus Davenport on the chopping block. We don't hear nothing about, man, they only human. Drew Brees goes out there and can't hit the back of a barn door. Now all of a sudden, man, he's human. Man, he make mistakes too. Nah, Drew Brees look old out there, bro. Dale Pick, I love you, my guy. Thank you for supporting the show, bro. But I'm sorry. I got to call a spade tonight here on the State of the Saints podcast. It is time for us to see what the hell is going on. For real. I can't do it, bro. Usually, you know what I'm saying, I can look for silver linings in these dark clouds, but sometimes it is time to call a spade a freaking spade. If you think that Drew Brees next week against the Green Bay Packers about to throw for 400 yards and just start slinging the ball downfield like he Patrick Mahomes, you're sadly mistaken. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, man. I found some stats from the Saints Raiders game. I was telling my brother that I think the Raiders might have the ball like 60, 65% of the game. The Raiders had the ball 36 minutes and 18 seconds. That's more than 60% of the game right there. So anytime another team had the ball for that long and you only have one turnover, I mean, that's the game. Usually games come down to possession, time of possession, turnovers, and rushing yards a lot of the time. So they had the ball 60% of the game. And like me and my brother was saying before, the interception right before the half, that killed any momentum the Saints had. I mean, that was almost the game right there. How do you let a team get an interception, then go downfield and score a touchdown, get the ball back after halftime, score again? I'm like, that was all of their momentum right there. And to piggyback what he just said, basically, I agree with everything he just said. Basically, he cannot get the ball downfield. He cannot. I haven't seen him throw a ball more than 18 yards in that game. And I don't even know who he threw that ball to. Everything was checked down here, checked down there, short pass. That pass to Trestman that they threw, I mean, that was a pretty good pass. But everything else was just check downs. And I don't know how you beat good teams without throwing the ball down the field. I don't know how you do it. We were joking like, if you don't throw the ball down the field in these coming weeks, I don't see the Saints even making the playoffs. Matter of fact, I see them probably tapping Taysom Hill for some of those reps, to be honest with you. And that's just the reality of a Saints fan. That's just what Drew Brees at in his career. Like you said, he gave Drew Brees every benefit of the doubt because he won the Super Bowl. But if you're trying to win a Super Bowl and you're in a win-now move, stuff needs to be changed. And they need to change it like right now. If they trying to hoist the Lombardi again, they need to make some serious changes for real.
Man, let me tell you something. All these people up in here trying to defend Drew Brees. I'm gonna get to the defense in a second. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to let them off the hook either. But we just got to call it for what it is, man. We just got to call it for what it is. You know, I can't sugarcoat it no more. If you want people to sugarcoat, if you want people to lollygag and pussyfoot and blow smoke up in your behind and tell you everything that you want to hear, fine. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the channel for you. But I'm gonna call it the way that it is. It don't, and it hurts me to even say these things. Like, people think I want to come on here and talk about Drew Brees, you know, like, but I don't. I don't, man. I do not. I do not want to sit up here and talk about him and criticize him the way, you know what I'm saying, that from week to week. But let's talk about this defense, man. Let's talk about this defense. All right. This defense, man, embarrassing, pathetic, absolutely pathetic. From the front to the back. Okay. Horrible. Secondary, I don't know what the hell is going on. But I'll tell you this, though. I'll tell you this. Aaron Glenn should be on the hottest of hot seats. He should be on the Dan Quinn hot seat because for years, year after year, these cornerbacks, these safeties have done the same exact thing. Every time a quarterback throws the ball deep, pass interference, hold him. How many times does this have to happen in the course of the season? This is like a rerun. You know what I'm saying? This is like watching Martin, a living single. I know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen episodes over and over and over again. I mean, my goodness, man. Malcolm Jenkins, God bless him, man. Great in the community. You know what I'm saying? A correspondent on CNN. Good job, okay? Because, and I think this is very suffice to say, you know what I'm saying? Something that Malcolm Jenkins said in an interview. He said, the question was asked to him, do you feel like your off the field, stuff should interfere or it's going to take away from some of the stuff that you did on the field? And he responded, well, I hope the off the field stuff that I do, it overshadows the stuff that I do on the field. Well, I tell you what, Malcolm Jenkins, if you keep playing like this, my friend, ain't nobody going to remember who the hell you are. 2 Super Bowls a night, bro. This man was out there getting worked, okay? Getting worked, misused and abused, smoked like brisket, burnt like a biscuit, straight up. I mean, he was getting ran over. Bruh, I'm confused, E. I'm confused. Was this Malcolm Jenkins from 2012 or something? 2011. It just looked like the same Malcolm Jenkins that every Saints fan wanted out of town. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Like, what the heck is going on here? If I'm the Saints, I'm going to tell you this, E. If I'm the Saints, I know he's still out there. I'll be picking up the phone. I'll be testing the tires and kicking the tires on Earl Thomas. That's what I'll be doing right now. And I damn sure wouldn't be deactivating DJ Swearinger in a game, okay? You can say whatever you want about DJ Swearinger, but I guarantee you Darren Waller would have been thinking twice about going over the middle catching them passes on DJ Swearinger. So you the boys deactivated DJ Swearinger for PJ Williams. Seriously, dude, for PJ freaking Williams, what do you think about that? Swearinger?
Well,
go ahead, bro.
This kind of game, I mean, Malcolm Jenkins came in with a reputation of sticking tight ends and stuff like that. But this ain't Malcolm Jenkins from 2012. I mean, you couldn't see it in the Tampa Bay game because the Saints, I guess they played good team defense, but I mean, he was seriously exposed in this game. This dude Waller, they said he had some stints with substance abuse. But I'd be damned if the Saints didn't turn this dude into a household name tonight. I think he had like 12 catches, 13. I lost count. But it seemed like every time if a car was throwing the ball, it was throwing it to him. And somehow he was always seen to be wide open. But if we was to make a pie out of this game tonight, I'm sure we could give everybody a slice. The cornerbacks, the linebackers, the DNs. Especially Malcolm Jenkins, we could probably give him 3 slices and give Drew Brees 3 slices. Shoot, because everybody had a part in this loss tonight. I hope we learned something about Drew Brees, the defense, everybody on the team. We just need to, try to move forward. If we do need to go get Earl Thomas, make a call to that man tonight. Get him ready for Sunday because, if we play like this against the Packers, it's going to be the same song and dance pretty much because we can't throw the ball downfield, and we can't throw the ball more than 40 yards downfield. And every time somebody throw the ball 40 yards against us downfield, we giving up pass interference penalties. So, that don't add up. We got cornerbacks who panicking and a quarterback who can't throw the ball downfield. So, we got a lot of dilemmas going forward.
I got a theory, though, E. I got a theory. Do you think the reason why the secondary can't cover deep balls down the field, dare I say they don't see many of them in practice? Because, Drew Brees get all the first team reps. So
That's food for thought. I mean, that's really something to think about. I mean, I hate to break it to people. You said it, and I'm gonna pick it back off you. It's a fact. Drew Brees cannot throw the ball more than 30 or 40 yards downfield no more. I mean, that's gone. The element of the Saints offense. Why do you think they're always doing end rounds and screens and wide receiver screens and tight end screens? I mean, it's to supplement that. I mean, they can't throw the ball downfield. It's not a matter of if the offensive line gonna block for him so he can throw the ball because you're getting pressure. He cannot throw the ball accurately downfield. There was a pass I think he threw. Who he threw this pass to? I want to say he might have threw it to Hill. I don't know if you remember that pass. But Hill, I think, was wide open. Taysom Hill was open in the end zone. He didn't see him, and he overthrew Hill. And, I mean, this dude was, like, wide open. So, I mean, I think his accuracy downfield is – that's gone. So, like I said, if he plays at least 2 more games like this, why not consider Taysom Hill, putting this man in the game, giving him some more reps at least so he can have more opportunities, so he can see what he can do actually in the offense, because we did not see him tonight. He did not do anything significant tonight.
Let's go to the chat, man. Let's see what these people talking about here. What was they thinking deactivating Swearinger for PJ Williams? I have not a clue. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Jenkins says couldn't hang with them young men. Yeah, I mean, that probably had something to do with it. Pathetic. There's no excuse for anyone. Zero excuses. None.
So nobody get a pass. If one person could get talked about and criticized, I mean, everybody get criticized. I mean, we don't, you know, these stars or not, they know they're getting talked about. You have a bad game, you should expect it.
Tamisha says Cam wasn't even in the game. Nah, this was like one of the worst games. It was like one of the worst games Cam Jordan ever played. I mean, he was tackling in a run, but he should be embarrassed. You know, Cam Jordan should be embarrassed that he was out there getting worked by third string and second string offensive linemen. Like, shouts out to Tom Cable, the offensive line coach of the Raiders. You know, man, you got to give him his credit because he got those guys prepared.
And the thing about it, Cam would be the first person to tell you that too. I mean, just the person that he is. I mean, you know, if he have a bad game 1 week, he can come out and say, "Yeah, we all suck. I especially had a bad game." And the next week, I mean, he gonna come out, he can have a different kind of game, and that's how he should respond. And hopefully, that's how the whole Saints team respond. I don't care if they're playing the 85 Bears; they should come out with a better effort on defense, especially. And throwing the ball downfield next week against the Packers. That's the mindset that they should come out with next week.
All right. Lee says that food for thought about not used to the ball being thrown downfield in practice. Yeah, because Drew Brees get all the first team reps.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong? I mean, he get all the first team reps. I mean, Jameis them ain't throwing the ball. So, I mean, Drew getting all the first team reps. So maybe they're not seeing the ball deep enough down the field. Mm-hmm. So they don't know how to cover it.
And I can tell you right now, the defense that they playing, they not fanning him throw the ball downfield. That's why I ain't gonna say that's why he's checking it down, but they got them 2 high safeties up there. They hit him throw the ball down the field.
Bro, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. This may be unpopular opinion. But I'm starting to think that Drew Brees around this thing care more about his stats and his percentages than he is about throwing the ball down the field. Now, I'm serious, man. Like, I don't know. Like, he just not aggressive enough for me. Like, for real, he just not aggressive. It just seemed like to me, like, bro, it just seemed like to me like he cares more about, like, being super accurate and having that as his stigma more so than being aggressive. Like, dude, you trying to win a football game. Mm-hmm. If you throw the ball down the field and it get picked, at least you tried. You know? So I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'd much rather take a pick if you throw the ball 40, 50 yards down the field than if you're throwing the ball 13 yards, or 8 yards, or 5 yards down the field, or something like that. I'd take it. That's like a punt. Shoot.
All right. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I apologize to the person that gave the $5 donation, man. I'm trying to look for it, but I appreciate it. And Annie, I thank you very much for your $10 donation. Says Kamara and Traquan were the only ones that played like anything tonight. Yep. Traquan Smith stepped up in the absence of Michael Thomas. And Alvin Kamara, I mean, he had over 100 yards, all purpose. So, I mean, they did their job. And
Traquan, I think he had a good matchup. I think they could have probably stayed with that, but you get that turnover, then they hit you with two touchdowns in like 10 minutes.
All right.
Little you could do about that. Then your defense start getting tired from that because you keep getting 3 and outs. You get 13 yards of possession. I mean, that can't work. Team that can run the ball and play good defense, always a hard team to beat. Then they'll monopolize the time of possession, keep the ball 60, 70% of the game. I mean, your offense can do nothing if they wanted to.
All right. Yeah. Hank says send donation site. You just hit the little dollar sign at the bottom of the comment box, and you can donate that way through something called Super Chat. So if you want to, man, you don't have to if you don't want to. We don't work like that. I appreciate the donations, but you don't have to. I still go through the comments, my brother. Robert says his arm strength can only last a quarter.
Yes.
I don't know. This means he knows he's probably get picked if he throws it the deep ball. I don't care. I don't care. Sling it. Sling it.
Throw the ball.
Sling it.
It's like we say, run the ball, throw the ball.
What them boys say, Bruce Arians, they would say, no risk it, no biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, we need some doggone biscuits up in here. You know what I'm saying? Some Hungry Jack biscuits, some Pillsbury biscuits. We need something, like all this conservative stuff, man, nickel and diamond. Like, man, he ain't winning nothing, man.
Secret is out. You cannot throw the ball downfield, and everybody know it now.
Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm APB out for that boy. They say he missed like 2 days of practice. Man, you needed all 2 of them days, bro. I don't know what was going on. I hope it wasn't nothing serious, but he needed them. He needed that practice. They played up close because they know Breeze wasn't going deep. Man, that is the that's the game plan every game.
Yep. That's what they've been doing. You put them cornerbacks up in these wide receivers' face because they're untested unless they're Michael Thomas, and you get the 2 high safeties at the top to keep anything from getting past them. And you leave your linebackers right in the middle. That's what everybody been doing.
Bro, how easy it is for a safety to play the Saints. Like, for real. A safety or a linebacker, my goodness. How easy is it? Like, they like, honestly, the secondaries don't respect nothing that the Saints throw at them, for the exception of Michael Thomas. That's the only threat that they had. That's the only threat. And he gone. Yep. He gone. And I hate to say it, man. And I think I gotta backtrack this. I criticized Brandon Marshall for his comments about the Saints run their offense around Michael Thomas, and that's it. They don't. When one person go down, it's just like they don't know what to do. I criticized him for that, but I have to say, after tonight, I mean, maybe there was some validity behind what he said. Ren says we lack discipline. We play like hot garbage. It needs to be addressed on in the secondary. Everybody deserves blame. Yeah, man. I mean, look, my big brother EJ, he just said it, man. I mean, if we serving out pie, blame pie, everybody get a slice, okay? Oprah, you get a slice. You get a slice. If your name wasn't Traquan Smith or Alvin Kamara or Teron Armstead, like, you play like, hot garbage. Hot
Another thing too, we gotta see what peak status is. What the other guy named that got hurt? I think he was a guard. I forget this dude's name. I forget his name, but he playing offensive line too. Like what his status is going forward, and will they put Cesar Ruiz in a starting lineup for next week? Because I don't think Michael Thomas playing Sunday either.
Don't need to play.
I don't think he's playing. I don't think they need to rush him back.
Yep.
I mean, they need to get this together without him. You know what Michael Thomas is.
Yep.
I mean, they need to figure out everything else. I wouldn't rush him back with a high ankle sprain anyway.
Me either.
You get a high ankle sprain, that sprain can turn into a tear, and you're looking at 8 weeks to the next year, sometime like that. So, I mean, let that man get healthy. Everybody know if he could play, he would play. But if he ain't 100%, hell, if he ain't 90%, if he ain't 88.7%, I wouldn't play him.
I think I jinxed the Saints, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I jinxed the Saints tonight. I'll tell you why. Anytime that I record the Saints game, they always lose. I promise you, man, I'm very superstitious. So I apologize to that nation because I feel like I'm to blame. And I'll tell you why, okay? Look, I had to take my car to an auto parts place, right? So I've been driving my wife's car around. I had to go pick my wife up from work, and I recorded the game because I didn't want to miss any of it. Needless to say, shouts out to New Orleans Saints Live. I drove up to my wife's job and I had to sit outside because she still wasn't done yet. I still had the opportunity to look at the game. So the point I'm making is I already seen the game. I didn't even need to record the game. So I apologize for that nation. I knew it. I picked Paxton up. I picked up the Pac-Man, and we was walking out of the door, and I pressed record. And I thought to myself, I'm serious. I thought to myself, I was like, man, every time I record the Saints game, they lose. I was like, nah, man, they got this. And I press record. Look, who that nation? As long as I got a breath in my body, I will never, ever record another Saints game again. Look, if I don't know what happened in the first half, I'm going to ask somebody. For real. If I got something going on, I will never DVR a Saints game ever again. I promise you, E. I thought about that, bro. I was like, do I really want to record this game? Do I really want to record this game?
So we're going to give TJ a piece of that blame. So like,
exactly.
He going to get that H life.
Put the blame on me, man. I shouldn't have pressed record, man. I should have pressed record.
Damn that red button.
Oh, who that for life? Chris Fields, thank you for the $10. He says 10 penalties. Raider tight ends running loose without getting jabbed to help the DBs in coverage. Bad tackling. Defense got to play better. And offense just got to finish. And I said this before the show started. I told you this. I don't want anybody. This is why everybody is saying, man, we can't win them all. You know what I'm saying? We deserve to lose. Let me tell y'all something, right? There's no crowd in the building, all right? The Saints are playing on the road. There's no crowd there. You ain't got to worry about the snap count. You ain't got to worry about no distractions at all, okay? This is mano y mano. My best versus your best. Let the best team win. That is why this game is so embarrassing right now, because all the things that you normally would have as a distraction on the road, you didn't have, and you still lost. And you still lost. And this is another thing. This is the reason why this is why the situation with Drew Brees is worse. Drew Brees should be able to thrive in this type of environment. He should. Can you imagine? Like, he understands all of the defensive concepts. He understands what the defense is going to do to him, and yet he still couldn't get the job done. You know what I'm saying? The defense, they still couldn't get the job done. You don't have to worry about snap count or nothing like that. No cadence, no nothing. Bruh.
Think about this. If the Saints don't get that pick six from last week, do they win that Tampa Bay game? You think? So if Drew Brees don't throw this interception, but right before the half, do they win this game? That's just two plays. That's how two turnovers can change a game. If they don't get a turnover for a touchdown in one game, and if you don't throw this interception right here, right before the half, so they can go in and score a touchdown, do they lose this game? So that's just funny how the way the ball bounce sometimes.
Right. Jenkins needs to go to the damn bench. Waller took his lunch and dinner. I agree with that.
Just like Lattimore owned Evans last week, he got owned by Waller. I mean, that dude became like a household name tonight. I mean, every tight end the Saints played, you notice every tight end they played always have a good game against it. It's been years. I mean, you got Olsen. I mean, you got Kittle. I could go on and on naming tight ends that come from obscurity. They come and just have 8-9 catches for like 150 yards or whatever. Shoot, Cook when he played for the Titans, he had a good game against the Saints. Always a tight end that always had a good game against the Saints.
Yeah, because they never have a safety that can really cover. DVRs don't affect Drew Armstrong. Good point. No rust on Marshawn. He played to his competition, and I don't like that. Look,
he was getting owned by Edwards on a few plays too. He take a little of that blame too.
I can't even defend that no more. I can't, man. As much as I like Marshawn Lattimore, he definitely plays down to his competition. If your name ain't Julio, if your name ain't Mike Evans, if your name ain't Chris Godwin, if your name isn't Calvin Ridley, he plays down to the competition. And for some apparent, I know it. Bro, man, I need people to start putting respect on my analysis, man. I'm telling y'all, people be trying to discredit your boy, but I'm telling you, when I say something, I'm telling you, it's because I'm observant. The Saints, I asked it this morning. I said, no, I made a comment. I said, I am very interested to see how the Saints secondary will respond against lower level competition of receivers. No names. People that, that just some role players, some Danny Greens, some Kyle Corvers. That, what I'm saying? That's who you going up against here. Some role players. They'll probably shoot a three every now and then when nobody expected, okay? So when LeBron throw the ball to them, they'll shoot a three real quick. You know what I'm saying? Put the game on ice. I was wondering, what will the secondary do? And like I said, they did not answer the call. Marshawn Lattimore struggles against smaller receivers. He struggles. Like Henry, you know what I'm saying? What his name is? Renfro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hunter Renfro.
Yeah, Hunter Renfro. You know what I'm saying? He was out there. He got a catch on him, right? You know what I'm saying? Brandon, you know what I'm saying? What, Brandon Edwards? You know what I'm saying? He was out there, you know what I'm saying, getting passes. You know? So, man, a bunch of no names.
And I got to be honest, because going into this game, I was fearing Henry Ruggs. I was fearing him because Lord knows I seen him enough in Alabama. You seen how that boy used to torch LSU and Florida and all these other teams in Alabama. That's the person I had like, man, they better do something with this dude. This dude is a problem. But I think he had like one catch for 4 yards or something. Maybe they was double teaming him. But this Waller dude, every time you look up, this dude was catching the ball. I'm like, man,
right.
No Jason Witten. You ain't even see him.
Yeah, one catch.
Edwards, Waller, and Winthrop was like making and a bunch of running backs. So he was checking the ball down too, but most of the time it was going to Wallen. Man, that dude earned some serious bread tonight.
Man, Marshawn Lattimore, he wants that big money, man. I have to say, look, he ain't played like a top corner in the league tonight. He did not.
And to be at a top corner, do you think he plays like Jalen Ramsey?
No,
I don't think so.
No, he don't.
I think Jalen Ramsey is that like another level for him. He like the next tier cornerback. I don't see him as a top 5 cornerback in the league, to be honest.
Right.
I see him maybe like 8, 7, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, and let's address Dennis Allen here because I see DLP 2600 out there in Vegas. He says Dennis Allen needs to wake the hell up. I've been saying this also. E. Dennis Allen is a middle of the pack defensive coordinator, which means if he's going up against a middle of the pack offensive coordinator, he'll probably play better. Okay, who was the offensive coordinator of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week? Byron Leftwich. Byron Leftwich is a very young offensive coordinator. I would needless to say that he's not in the upper echelon. All right. I have concerns when he going up against elite offensive coordinators. He gets out coached and he gets outwitted. And look, you can like John Gruden or not, but John Gruden can call the hell out of some plays. Okay, so he's up there with Sean Payton when it comes to the play calling. So Dennis Allen got exposed yet again. Every time the Saints go up against an elite play caller, he gets embarrassed. His defense gets destroyed. So I don't know, man. I'm bro.
They got the Packers next week. For goodness sake,
Matt LaFleur.
You got the Raiders throw the ball. What you think the Packers gonna do? and they got to try to figure this out on 6 days' notice. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna put the link down there, man. We're gonna try to take, a few calls from individuals, man. If y'all wanna tell us what y'all think about the game, you can dial in. I just put the link down there. You can just click on the link. Well, you will answer a few of your calls. Devin says Waller was doing that all last season. It was no secret he was legit, but the nickels and safeties couldn't do nothing with him. Look, I already told you. I mean, look, the things that happened in this Saints game tonight, when I was talking about keys to victory, I mentioned Darren Waller. That was the person that I mentioned. I mean, I'm just telling you, like I said, look, there's a few things in life, like say, like Granddaddy normally say when he preach. What he say? He said, "There's a few things that I know." He says a few things that I don't know. He said these some things that I'm studying to know. But there's one thing I know for sure. It's football. Okay, I know football, man, for real. And shouts out to my grandpa, We're gonna take this call right here, E. We got Raphael. What's going on, man?
Oh, what's up?
What's up?
Man?
Man, I tell you right now, this freaking game has me hot.
Huh.
Like, not only did Breeze not play like we all knew he was on a decline, but like you said, that secondary was just horrible. I ain't never seen I just kept seeing receivers open in the middle of the field. I'm like, what? It's sad. I don't necessarily think, like you said, I don't necessarily think it's over or anything is we're only in the second week. So there's still adjustments we can make. But our offense is just not the same. It's not the same, and we can't be playing like we've been playing like we're like the freaking 2013-14 Saints. We gotta change our strategies, our offensive schemes. We gotta have Trotman do some tight end sets, like just different things. I know Sean Payton has stuff. He gotta look in his bag, his playbook, see what we can cook up and make those adjustments for Drew Brees, because he's not the same quarterback. So we have to make sure that we do those things,
Yeah, man. I mean, I agree with what you're saying. I mean, you got to change it up, man. You can't be one dimensional. And, the reason why the Saints lost tonight was one of the main reasons, because they're one-dimensional, because they rely too much on Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, the usual suspects. And now when you don't have that one usual suspect a part of your lineup, you suffer. So that's the reason why I said, before, I said you need to try to create packages for some of these other players in order for them to get involved. So when issues like this may occur again, you have guys that can be able to step up. But Ralph, thank you very much, man. I appreciate the comments, brother. Thank you for calling in.
No problem, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too, man. Raphael, man. We kind of slam right now. We got Optimus Grind 504, man. What's going on, man?
Like the name.
What's happening, TJ? Yeah, man. I fuck with y'all. So so let me tell y'all what the deal is. Like, think about when we won the Super Bowl. Right. What was one of our key components of our team?
Defense.
No.
And turning the ball over.
Well, it was running the football behind that all-star offensive line. Our biggest problem is our offensive line, the interior, is trash. We got holes at the guard position. Well, we giving Pete all this money. He not doing nothing. You let Walford walk in and just let him go, and he playing at a Pro Bowl level. And then you trying to fill in the gaps, and Drew Brees is just getting pressure up the middle. Like, if you look at all the pressure that's coming on Drew Brees, it's coming up the middle. And if you can't stop that, we're not gonna be able to thrive. Like, he's not gonna be able to throw the ball down the field. Like, everybody talking about Drew losing his arm strength, this, that, and the other. in order for you to be able to throw the ball downfield, you need to step into your throws. He can't do that when he got pressure coming up.
Oh man, no, not tonight.
Man,
not tonight. Not tonight.
Wait.
Nah, not tonight.
Listen. Listen.
Optimus, bro. Look, I got to mute you on there, bro. Nah. We ain't doing this tonight. We ain't about to blame the offensive line. This is the offensive line wasn't throwing the football, overthrowing, underthrowing, receivers all night long. No, we ain't doing this tonight, bro. We're not doing this. We are not letting Drew Brees off the hook tonight. This is not. Look, the offensive line. Do they need some help? Yes. Are they young on the inside at the guard center positions? Yes. We are not doing this tonight, man. For real. Like I'm for the offensive line getting a little bit better, getting a little bit stronger. But Drew Brees look like garbage tonight. I don't care what anybody says, bro. But I'll let you go ahead and talk, Austin. Go ahead, man.
Let me say that. So this is what I'm trying to say. If you in the pocket, if you can't throw the ball, if you don't have 3 seconds to throw the ball, like how you gonna get the ball down the field? It takes time for the players to develop down the field. So if he's getting pressure,
bro, Optimus, real talk though. How many passes did you see go past 25 yards tonight? Please tell me.
None.
Okay, how many times did Drew Brees get sacked tonight?
What, like once, twice?
No, none. He didn't get sacked at all. Zero, zip, nada at all. So that tells me right down that the offensive line played pretty damn good, despite the fact that Andrews Pete got hurt, Nick Easton got hurt, you got Cecil East playing for the first time. I cannot accept that tonight, Optimus. You my guy, man. Shouts out to you for calling, bro, but I cannot accept this tonight. I can't, man. I cannot. 0 sacks. Alvin Kamara almost ran for 100 yards. Latavius Murray averaged 4 yards a clip. I cannot accept that tonight. I can't, man.
Oh, the run blocking was good. The run blocking was good. It's the pass protection that's the problem.
He got no sacks. No sack. Look, Optimus, man, you got to call back at another time, man. It is slam right now, bro. We're going to talk about this another time. Appreciate you calling, brother. Yeah, we're going to move on. Man, we're going to move on real quick, man. We got that dude, Robert, man. What's going on, Rob?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
How you doing?
Yeah, hey, T, just want to let you know, bro. I just really started listening to your show maybe after the first game. I've been following your podcast, and I'm liking what I'm hearing from you.
Man, appreciate
and what you are saying is factual. I can't care less what nobody say. Yo, Drew Brees' arm strength can last only a quarter. I'm sorry. I saw the same thing you saw. You know what I mean? And if anybody who knows football knows this. Now, to the last call about the running game, the Saints offense is built on drive blocking when it comes to running. Now, if Peyton decides to stick with that, then you see those boys get into a rhythm.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because running game is based off rhythm. You know, once he do that, then we'll be on point. And again, he relies too much on Michael Thomas and Kamara. I understand that. That's just cause I would do the same thing too. But you got Emmanuel Sanders here.
Right.
That dude got to get into a groove.
Right.
Him too. He's beastly if you use that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cooks, he's the same way too. He got to spread the ball around. Now, notice when Bridgewater was in the game, that pressure wasn't on him to feed Michael Thomas like that. You know, that ball went around with Bridgewater in there.
Bro. And people will watch this show, that dude, and they'll be like, man, you don't like Drew Brees. But I call a spade, bro.
You doing right, partner.
I call a spade here, bro. Like the thing about
has done what Brees has done, but Brees is time. Bro, you know, his arm is. I don't want to call him noodle arm, but after about a quarter and a half, his ramen noodle arm.
Man, that boy arm, it's like right before the noodles get soft.
Yeah.
You put it in the pot right before they get soft.
Ramen noodles, I think it's plastic. You know.
And then when the noodles kind of live still.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be, rank on Drew Brees because he did do the city some good. You know, he did bring us the Super Bowl championship. But when it's time, you got to be able to know that. You know, I just wonder what Peyton is thinking, because I honestly think if you put Jameis Winston in there, we'll see that ball go downfield more. Because he got the arm to get it to him.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Still can get the ball. You can get the ball to him as well too.
Mm-hmm.
But when you bring Taysom in, it's a setup. Okay, either he gonna run or he gonna throw deep, one of the two. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But Drew Brees, Who That Nation, Saints Podcast Show fans, guess what? His arm is shot. We just got to come to the realization of it.
Look, that dude, man, we slam right now, bro. But I appreciate your comments, bro. I agree with a lot of what you're saying, man. I appreciate you. Call back anytime, brother.
All right.
Hey, man, we're going to move on to Ray, man. Ray, what's happening, man? Ray, what's happening?
What's up, man?
My guy, Ray, man, what you got, man?
Nothing much, man. But I just want to say, I don't know what Drew Brees was thinking when he threw the interception. To me, personally, I think that could have been a difference in the game, because it's one thing to lose your game, turnovers and penalties, and that's something. Well, the penalties for sure. That's what made us get away from this game. But yeah, man, I just want to say they got to turn it around because Sunday night we on, and I know they off tomorrow, so they really got 4 or 5 days to prepare for this game.
Right.
So, like I said, they're gonna have to turn it around real quick, man. And I don't want to be too long because I got to get my 4 for 4 from Wendy's. But
give me one, bro.
I'm a truck driver, man. I'm out here. Man. I'm out here in California, man. I'm finna get ready to head out. But man, I gotta eat this 4 for 4. I couldn't eat it early because the Saints had me,
Man,
he can't win the Saints game.
Man, I appreciate that. Hey, but Ray, man, call back anytime, man. Be safe on that road, homie.
All right,
man. Eat 2 4 for 4 for your boy, man. For real, man. All right, bro. Take it easy. Hey, man, we're gonna move on to my guy, man, Justin. Man, what's going on, Justin, man?
Justin, the first grade.
Hey, man.
No, I want to pull my damn hair out right now. I hear everybody talking. I ain't giving Drew Brees no slack. I ain't cutting Sean Payton definitely no goddamn slack. And I ain't giving Dennis Allen no goddamn slack either. I'm calling every motherfucker out because let me tell you why. I'm going to start with Sean Payton. First quarter, you running the ball. Get the first down. Guess what the next play he threw? What's the next play he called? A goddamn pass play. And what happened? 2nd and 10. 3rd and 10. Oh, I'm going to put Taysom in. First down. Here we go again. Pass. Here comes Drew Brees. Have Roger his ass in. Pass.
Hey, Justin, hold on, man. Hey, those that already spoke in the chat, I'm gonna need y'all to hang up because I only can allow so many people in at one time. And so if you already talked, I need you to hang up, man, because so we can let some more people in. So I appreciate that, man. Yeah, thank y'all. Go ahead, Justin, man. Go ahead.
It just don't. I'm just gonna put something real. It just don't make no sense. His play calling is for one. We've been saying this. I've been saying this. People and TJ been saying this since last year. Sean Payton play calling has literally done caught up to him because why? For the last couple games, and nobody have been watching, they are looking for that quick dump ass pass to throw to Kamara, that quick dump ass pass to Cook or whoever out the backfield. He gonna have to change this shit up because you had a hell of a good running game. They could not stop Latavius Murray. They couldn't stop Kamara. Our formation, run the ball, then trying to pass that motherfucker. Don't be sitting up here trying to pass 100 goddamn times. You know Drew Brees is old, but he's still trying to make Drew Brees the 300 man every game.
man. Hey, I mean, I look, I completely understand, man. I understand your frustration. Justin, man, look, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we at this point right now. I think everybody, pretty much on the same page, except for people out there that just absolutely delusional, losing their mind. you know what I'm saying, who still think that it's everything else but Drew Brees, you know what I'm saying, and Sean Payton play calling. But hey, Justin, I'm sorry, man. I gotta let you go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't go. You know what I'm saying? Don't go Atlanta Falcon suicide watching nothing like that. I mean, you know, the sun gonna come out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be all right. All right, Justin, man. Take it easy, brother.
All right, prime time JSU.
Hey, all day, man. We in the building, man. Shout out to Justin, man. Got the Truth Hurts in the building, man. The Truth Hurts. What's happening, man?
Hey, TJ, how you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. What's up, Truth Hurts, man? Appreciate you calling, man.
Yeah, I told you I was going to get at y'all tonight. Hey, but check this out. Mm-hmm. Man, I've been listening to you guys for quite some time, and, you know, you guys be on point. First thing I want to say is, you know, I think we all love Drew Brees, but I think it's time for us to go into another direction. I mean, I know we have to get this guy a ring, but, you know, this guy, he's not accurate. It's like he struggles to get the ball down the field. I mean, we can't. Think about it. Think about it, TJ. We got all these explosive, lethal weapons on offense. You mean to tell me you can't hit? What's the brother name? Deontay Harris. This guy is speed. You see, going back to that wild card playoff game last year against the Minnesota Vikings when Taysom Hill hit him on that pass. Right. I mean, this guy can get behind the defensive backs like it ain't no tomorrow. And I don't know what's going on with Emmanuel Sanders, but this brother didn't have a catch until like drawing towards the end of the fourth quarter. I mean, what's up with that? I mean, I know they say he missed like 2 days of practice this week or something like that. But I don't know, man. It's just frustrating because I'm down here in North Las Vegas. I mean, I like the way we started the game. You know, we was running the ball. We need to do that more effective. Hey, we were running the ball with Latavius Murray, Alvin Kamara. But it's like it's like nowadays when it's time to put the ball in Drew Brees' arm, it's like he doesn't have it anymore. And like I say, I love this guy. I actually feel bad for this guy, man. I really do. I really do. I feel bad for this guy, man. I really do.
It's pretty awful to watch here. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, man. It's almost like, you know, like I said, I'm not comparing Drew Brees. I'm not saying he a dog, but it reminds you of that old dog, man. You know, like it reminds you of that dog that's been loyal, you know what I'm saying, and been holding you down, you know, make you feel good and stuff like that. He can feel you being sad, so he lays his little head on your arm and stuff, try to make you feel good. You know, it's sad when you start seeing that dog walk around with a limp, you know what I'm saying, and not as fast as he once was, you know, and it take him twice to get up on the bed, you know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm being honest, you know, like, this is not easy to say. Like, Drew Brees has given us so many amazing moments at things. It is what it is, man. Look, Father Time is undefeated, man. It's undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Like, it catches up with you. It's just a matter of time, man. And look, we're just seeing, honestly, we just seeing the crescendo of what is Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? It is. We're seeing the end. So, yeah, man, but the truth is, hey, man, I got to go ahead and let you go, brother. I got a couple more people in line. I appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, no doubt. You guys be blessed, man.
All right, take it easy, man. Hey, we actually had a female call that called in. She hung up. I think her name was Terrell. Look, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? If she's still there, she can call in. You know what I'm saying? I like to get, you know what I'm saying, female perspective on this as well, man. So don't be shy, nothing like that, man. We ain't going to do nothing to you.
I sure like to get a female perspective on that on Drew Brees' on screen. Yeah. You know I sure would like to.
Yeah, so, you know, like I said, man, I can call in. We about to go to Sanchez. Sanchez, what's going on, man?
Man, TJ, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. I just got a couple things real quick to say about this guy. Y'all know I called last week. I was a little overly excited because the offense wasn't even clicking, but we were clicking everywhere else, and we almost scored 40 points. Right. This definition is what it means to be a true Saints fan. One week, you up on the high. The next week, bro, you crashing down. You don't know what the hell is going on. Only key things I really got to say about this game that really made me sick to watch is just the fact that we let the Raiders abuse us with one tight end, and the fact we we basically beat the shit out of ourselves. I'm sorry, we basically beat the crap out of ourselves because we keep committing penalties.
Yeah.
At one point, what was we like 3rd and 31? Or what? What is we doing? It's just too many little mistakes, man, and it just gets frustrating to watch. And just to watch how Derek Carr can spread the ball to 10, 11 different receivers and still have a complimentary run game. Like, we got all these players. Why can't we do that?
Yeah,
That's
man.
all I got to say.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, Sanchez, I'm so demoralized by what I see, man. Like this was an awful performance from front to back, from the rooter to the tutor, as they would say. I mean, it was just awful, man. Like, I don't know, but I just feel like I honestly, I don't know how they're gonna fix the offense. I really don't. I don't know how they can fix this offense without Drew Brees being able to throw the ball down the field. They're too one-dimensional, and nobody's respecting the fact that they can have a deep threat down the field. I mean, it's too conservative, man. And you can run the football. You know what I'm saying? Look, I appreciate the fact they was running the football. Looked pretty damn good doing it. But, you know, I mean, bro, you got to be able to get the ball down the field, man. You got to keep the defense guessing. And right now, the defenses of teams not guessing. Sanchez, I appreciate that, though, man. Call back anytime, brother.
Say less, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
All right, take it easy, man. Man, we're going to move on to Justin, man. Justin, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing, man?
Man, we good, man. What you got for us?
First of all, I want to say, man, I want to commend you on your podcast, man. I think you're doing an excellent job, man. I tune into you like every other day, man. You know, as much as I can. I work a lot, but I always tune into what you're doing, and because I like to hear your perspective, and I think you got, you know, a good perspective. I think you understand football real well.
Thank you.
But about this game, man, I'm gonna start off with Drew Brees, man. I would never disrespect this man because you know what he did for the Saints since 2006, man. And you know, I'm from New Orleans. I've been a Saints fan since the early '90s. But I think it's, you know, I don't know. I ain't gonna say I think it's time for him to hang it up, but man, it's looking bad.
I'll say it for you, man. It's time. Look. But let me say this, Justin, man, and I'll let you speak, man. I said this at the beginning of my dialogue, man. I said it. I think people get hate and criticism misconstrued sometimes.
Yeah.
They think that for what Drew Brees has done, it's basically blasphemous for us to criticize anything that he does because we're like, well, what the hell else do we have to compare him to? Yeah. But yeah, that ain't fair, man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just because Michael Jordan was great, don't mean you can't criticize him for a bad night playing for the Bulls. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we look, ain't nothing wrong with criticizing what he do, man. And like, we're appreciative of what he does, but dude, man, like, come on, man. We can't like just turn a blind eye to this, man. But go ahead, man. I'm sorry to cut you off, man.
But I just want to talk. All right, so even though you know the offense wasn't clicking, Drew Brees he's checking down all day. I don't think he threw a deep pass all game. 20 yards all game. Emmanuel Sanders had one catch with like 40 seconds left. But I just want to get on the defense because I don't understand the whole coaching staff of the defense. Like, how can you make an adjustment, a second half adjustment for one player for the whole game? Man. Okay, not the whole game. Let's say even the second half. One dude was torching us. One guy. Every time they throw the ball deep or semi-deep, 20 yards or whatever, 10 yards, 15 yards, we get a penalty. How could you not make adjustments for one player? Just one. If they'd have did 50-50 on him, we would have been all right because they did enough. They put up 24 points. That's enough to win a ball game. If the defense would have just contained him a little bit in the second half, we would have had a shot. Because we were still in the game, even though we gave up 17 unanswered points. We were still in the game. If the defense would have just buckled down on one guy, somebody got to step up. The defensive coordinator, somebody got to do something, man. They got to. I mean, it's one player. I can see if they was running the table and they had multiple players. I mean, the running back, he was playing all right, but he wasn't killing us.
Right.
Waller was killing us.
Yep, all night.
All night.
All night.
I mean, these guys get paid hundreds of thousands. The defensive coordinators get paid hundreds of thousands. I mean, for what? I mean, what did the one? No crowd. No. You gotta worry about no snap count. Nothing. It's 1-on-1. Just y'all in the stadium. Like, I mean, I just don't understand how they couldn't make adjustments for one player. Right. I don't get that. And I'm really worried. I know it's season. I mean, just the second game, but like he really can't. I've been listening to you for the last week, man. All week. I don't think Drew Brees can throw the ball down the field.
Right.
He been checking down.
Right.
Like I'm worried. I don't know, like, because all that nickel and diamond. I mean, you got to make a play down the field. Even if we got Murray doing his thing, Kamara doing his thing, but you got to make a play down the field. We got players. We don't need. I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't need Michael Thomas like they think we need. We need him, but we got other players that can get behind the defense.
Yep. And like I said, he can't give him the ball though, Justin. I mean, that's what it all comes down to, man. But I got to go ahead and let you go, man.
All right, man.
But I appreciate the comments, man.
All right, man.
Take it easy.
Y'all. All right.
Man, shouts out to Justin, man. Shouts out to Tim also, man. Give a $5 donation out there in Canada. He says, guys, where did Latavius Murray go in the second half? Holy, and that last touchdown by the Raiders just told the story. Yep. I mean, that was the end of the game, in my opinion. That touchdown right there. What you think about that, man? The running game. You know what I'm saying? You think they should have used Latavius more? Your mic is off, man. Your mic is off.
Yeah, I think it's basically it's classic Sean Payton. When the Raiders scored that touchdown right before the half, basically they all but stopped running the ball pretty much. So they almost had 100 yards at halftime almost. I think Kamara had like 9 carries for maybe 60, 70 yards or something like that. So if you keep running the ball with him in the second half, you slow down the game, you get to hold the ball a little bit longer. Drew Brees don't have to. You remember at the beginning of the season we was talking about the Saints can run the ball more. Drew Brees won't have to throw the ball 40 or 30 times a game. I mean, they need to really think about that going forward. They got a good running game. I think they got a good offensive line too. I think they're better against the run than they are against the pass, honestly. And I think they should move in that direction or whatever.
Well, I mean, the jury is out right now, as far as, I mean, it's wide open. The field is wide open right now. And that's what teams are going to be able to attack right now. I mean, that's what they're going to think. They're going to think they're going to be able to attack the middle of the field. So we're going to go ahead and move on, man. We're going to move on to Henny Rob, man. What's going on, Henny, man? What's happening?
Hey, good evening. Hey, good evening, guys, man. First, hey, guys, like, subscribe, and share, man. TJ, you're doing a great thing, bro, and I want to encourage you to keep it going. It's truly appreciated. In fact, honest media like this, I think, is what actually plays a part into why some of the guys are a little too comfortable with our team that we love. I think in our city of New Orleans, we have a lack of honest media. Yeah. And to the people who are listening, something I sincerely believe is we forget that when Drew Brees came to this team, every single team in the NFL had passed on his services. Okay? Him coming to our team was something that ended up being mutually beneficial for both of us. Him and us both, okay? So let's stop acting like everybody wanted Brees and he just chose this team that had just went through Katrina. Y'all, everybody had passed on this dude, and we had hoped that his shoulder would hold up. We got lucky, and it has worked out for us both. But at some point, y'all, we have to apply the same stuff we do in every other aspect of life. If you discover a better way of going to work, you start to take it. If you find a better restaurant, you start to take it. If your favorite restaurant starts to make you sick, you stop going. So why is it if we are starting to see what happens to everybody, time is undefeated? What I genuinely wonder, TJ, and everybody that's watching is, I wonder what part is denial and what part is lying, because we do have personnel being brought onto the team that is not matching Drew's current skill set. Why is that? Why are we bringing on people when everybody with two eyes sees this man is no longer able to throw the stuff that he was putting up for Devery Henderson and Meacham? He can't do it any longer. Everybody that's playing in the league knows it. All the fans know it. Why are we still bringing in personnel that doesn't fit this man? Is he lying about how his arm is feeling? Or, like, I don't understand it, guys. I don't know what the answer is about that. But what I want the fans to do is at least let's be realistic about the past. We can appreciate that, but come on, y'all. The dude can no longer be an asset right now. He's extremely limited, and look at it this way, and it's my last thought. If you were scheming against the Saints, what's one thing we know about Drew Brees? He's not mobile. He's not accurate past 12 yards now. I'm not nervous to go up against that person, quite frankly. If me and you, TJ, are on the defense next week going against Drew Brees, I am not nervous because this guy, at the very least, he can't even break out and start running for a first down. But guys, like you say, TJ, I can be constructive with that and still love the memories that he provided for me. I could still say, hey, what happened was great. But at the same time, right now in 2020, hey, y'all, that he's not what we need to be able to be successful. And we are only lying to ourselves by just trying to blame the offensive line like old Optimus Prime was doing earlier. if we still trying to hold on to that stuff, it's we doing ourselves a disservice. And then that's my thought, man. I know we got a lot of people, but thank you for the time and keep it up, TJ, man.
No problem, man. Hey, I ain't got to say nothing else. I mean, you just hit the nail on the head. I appreciate it, Henry. Hey, man,
all right, bro.
Take it easy, bro. All right. Man, I ain't got to say nothing else. I don't. I mean, I ain't got to put on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he bought that truck. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to co-sign it. You know what I'm saying?
They got people in New Orleans right now that if Drew Brees if the Saints go 1-15, they be like, oh, thank you, Drew Brees, for all you brought us the Super Bowl. Just forgetting the whole season. Yep. They feel like he gets a pass because he brought the Saints the Super Bowl 11 years ago. I'm like, that was 11. That was another decade ago.
Right.
I mean, what do you do? What's the name of that song? What have you done for me lately?
Right.
Lately, they lost. That's what we talking about.
Yep.
I mean, changes need to happen, or the same thing will happen next week.
Yep. I mean, good point, E. I mean, a great point. Hey, man, we're going to move on to each one, teach one. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
How you doing?
What's going on, TJ, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. What you got for us, man?
Oh, well, I ain't going to get on Drew Brees too much because I'm going to tell you why. All this stuff about Drew Brees, I've been talking about a long time ago. I'm an old friend of yours, TJ. I'm going to get on this hot track. What's up with your boy, Marshall Lattimore? You told me he was a top 5 shutdown corner. You told me the boy was top 5. But he looked like top 5 trash right now. Like I told you, he's an overrated Ohio State bum. Listen, Sean Payton had a chance to draft Christian Fulton, who balling out over there in Tennessee, and Grant Delpit. You see how Malcolm Jenkins is out there getting work, but he want to stay with the Ohio State boys. And now look at you. You got your feelings. You told me the boy was top 5. He looked like top 5 trash.
He is top 5. I still stand by that.
You was wanting to be constructive about Drew Brees. Be constructive about Lattimore. He is not top 5. He is not top 5.
He's not top 5?
So he is not in no league with Jalen Ramsey or Gilmore or even the boy from Green Bay. He is not in the top 5, dude. Get over your feelings.
You think he better than Javier Arenas? I mean, you think Jair Alexander is better than?
Yeah, he's a way polished corner than that trash. This is why Marshall Lattimore look good. Let me say this. Marshall Lattimore.
Hold on. Let me mute this dude. Keep in mind, he's trying to defend a guy who Amari Cooper posterized for 200 yards. But go ahead and let him. Go ahead.
Listen, let me say this. Marshall Lattimore looks good against receivers, number 1 receivers with bad quarterbacks. That's why he looks good. Go back and listen who he went against. Gardner Minshew, he looked good. Then he went against Jameis Winston, he looked good. Dak Prescott, he looked good. They trash, man.
Keep in mind, Dak Prescott just led the Dallas Cowboys back when it was down 29-10. Go ahead and continue.
All right, but listen, please don't get on that Falcons track because we saw how they gave that game away.
Oh, yeah. Also, and Jameis Winston threw for 5,000 yards, man. And keep in mind, Bruce Arians right now got Tom Brady throwing 3 interceptions in 2 weeks. But go ahead, continue.
Listen, you saw the interceptions Jameis threw. Why won't you just help it? Your boy is not – listen, I said this. Okay, when it's time for him to get paid, I'm going to give him what A.J. Bouye got. You want to go and give him $100 million? Because that's what you're going to have to pay him. That's what you're going to have to pay him because that sets the market. So you going to give him $100 million? Man, bye. Get on, man. Use a Google.
I would.
Go on, man.
Nah,
for that?
You get on.
For that?
Just because you come
for that, that's worth $100 million to you.
Yep. Because I got Pro Football Focus analytics to back up everything that I'm saying.
You don't get on with that foolishness. Marshawn Lattimore is not in the top 30 DBs in per yards and per catch. He's trash.
Okay.
Face it.
No, I'm not facing it.
Okay, well, answer me this, TJ. Answer me this. Just answer me one question. Let me answer this one question.
I can say
check this out. He played with a top 5. He plays with a top 5 run defense, and there was top 3 run defense and top 5 in sacks. So why is he in the top 30? Why is he not in the top 30, dude? Gilmore is different. He built different. Jalen Ramsey is built different. Listen, Marshawn Lattimore had 1 good year in Ohio State and one good year in the pros. That's it. He's going to get, it's easy for Marshawn Lattimore to look good at Ohio State going up against Donovan People-Jones and guys like that at Michigan. Tell him to come out here to the SEC and he gonna see Henry Rugg III like Kristen Fulton have seen. That's all I gotta say. I appreciate you. That's it.
All right.
Are you done?
Man, mic drop.
All right, that was a lot to digest there, but let me go ahead and kill everything that he's saying. Mike Evans, Pro Bowler, correct? One of the top wide receivers in all of football. Chris Godwin, ranked according to Pro Football Focus, the number 1 wide receiver among numbers right there. Mike Evans has not had a catch on Marshawn Lattimore since 2018. Okay? He's talking about Jair Alexander, right? Jair Alexander cannot go up in man coverage. A lot of what he does is because he has Savage from Maryland backing him up. So he does a lot of his work with a safety underneath. So that is the point about him being better than Marshawn Lattimore is absolutely preposterous. Okay. So Marshawn Lattimore, Defensive Rookie of the Year, multi-time Pro Bowler, ranked among the top 10 corners according to Pro Football Focus. And not to mention, let's not forget about him sealing a deal in the divisional round of the playoffs against the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, all I got to say is this. Marshawn Lattimore is a really good cornerback. And does he deserve to get paid? Yes. Does he deserve to be the number 1 highest paid corner in all of football? No, because he's not the best corner in football, but he is the best corner that the Saints has ever had, okay? And I feel like if you was to get rid of him, you definitely would have a drop-off. So now that the guy, you know what I'm saying, he yelled and screamed to the top of his lungs, you know what I'm saying? I mean, dude just shut down Mike Evans, who's one of the best players in football. Julio Jones, who's arguably one of the best wide receivers in football. Like, give me a break, man. Next. What's going on, man? Oh, we got
What's going on, TJ?
Nothing much, man.
Hey, man, this is my first time calling in, but I've been checking you out for a minute. Just wanted to call in and scream with you. A lot of times I've been on Big Q podcast. I wanted to call in and show you some love tonight, you know what I'm saying, before I head down. Right. But I definitely agree with you on all the Drew Brees stuff. I've been saying that for 2 years now. I said his wonderful opportunity was the year that we lost it to the Rams, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? So right now, we're at a point where used to be a point where Drew Brees made players better. We're not at that point no more. You know what I'm saying? The reason Michael Thomas is extending Drew Brees stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because all that stuff is short. Because there's no threat for the deep ball, Now everybody's starting to creep up. So that make your screen game suspect and everything else suspect. The last game when Drew threw that pass to the Cooks, the only reason Cooks got open because nobody think Drew Brees could get it down there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and even with the defense tonight, man, the defense was on the field 30, like dude said, 33 minutes, man. I don't care how good your defense is. If you're out there all game, you're gonna be tired.
Right.
So they got tired, man. You know what I'm saying? So we just extending that Drew Brees life, and it's going. I feel like this is a waste. To me, it feel like it's a waste of season, man. He deserves to go out on his shield and retire on his own accord. I give him that. But to still be trying to give him all this love because of a Super Bowl from 11 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Father Time is undefeated, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody beat Father Time.
Right.
And Drew can't beat it. Drew has always been a quarterback that exceeded in spite of his limitations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now them limitations done caught up with you.
Right.
Because that long ball is suspect. That thing look like duck hunt. Anytime you go way down there, I feel like duck hunt. I see that little dog running across the screen. I want to grab my little gray gun and shoot. You know what I'm saying? That thing look wobbly. It don't look strong. And I hate it for Drew, man, but it is what it is. I'm at the point now, to be honest with you, I don't even think Drew fit our culture no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Our culture is different. You know what I'm saying? 11 years ago, yeah, but now it's a whole different culture, man. And Drew don't even fit it. Them little pregame speeches don't even hit like they used to hit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, keep doing what you're doing, man. I wanted to call in when you had the guy that was defending Drew Brees yesterday, man. He was making me mad. I was like, come on, man. Drew Brees can't never be wrong.
Right.
What about these other players that you wasting their time? What about Cameron Jordan? You wasting his time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't even put, like Deontay Harris, you can't even really use him because Drew can't get the ball to him. He's too fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When they had Ted Ginn has never been known for catching contested balls, man. He always been a speedster. So now Drew couldn't get it to him, so now he irrelevant. Right. He making players irrelevant, dog.
Right.
And that's what's happening.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I appreciate the comments, man. Thank you so much, bro. You call back anytime.
Will do, man. Take it easy. Who that, man?
All right, who that? Hey, man, I'm just at a loss for words, man. I'm just at a loss for words right now, E. Let's go back to the chat. It says, what in drug smoking is going on? He tripping. I guess he talking about that guy. And come to think about it, man, I'm going to tell y'all who this guy is, right? This is the guy right here at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken, because I could tell by his energy. It was a guy that followed the show for quite some time, right? He's been following the show for quite some time. And me and him kind of got into it about Marshawn Lattimore. He clowned me talking about him always favoring Marshawn Lattimore. And then he went and yet clowned me talking about, oh, you not as legit as you is. I tried to test you, but I realized that you ain't a thorough dude, that type of stuff. A real jealous, probably I ain't no probably. He just jealous, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, because a lot of the stuff that he was saying to me when we was going back and forth about Marshawn Lattimore was about my credibility as a podcaster, and he didn't think that I was moving in the right direction. Well, bro, how you like me now? You know what I'm saying? I'm out here doing my thing. I still think that Marshawn Lattimore is the best corner that the Saints has ever had. And you can yell and scream to the top of your lungs all you want to, like you Lil Giant back in the day when I was in college. But the fact of the matter is this, Marshawn Lattimore is one of the best corners in all of football, and I stand by that statement, okay? So how you like me now? Moving on. We got just one game. Man, for real, man. Hey, man, you can tell a hateration all up in that dude's voice, man. It wasn't even like no conversation. Like it was all about trying to discredit me. I still stand by what I'm saying. I still stand by it. And you're still blocking my page. Let's go ahead.
You saw me doing this like when you saw me doing this when in backstage on like cut his mic, man. He ain't talking about nothing.
Hey, bro, he a hater. Like for real. This is the same. This is the same dude. Like for real. When I was telling him that I made myself to a point, my podcast was moving in a certain direction. He was up here talking about send me bank stubs and all that kind of stuff. Show me that you getting paid through YouTube. That's that type of cat. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, could be wrong, but the energy that he was bringing, that reminds me of that guy. You know what I'm saying? I may be wrong. But I'm telling you, the way he was coming at me about Marshawn Lattimore, the only person I really had that type of conversation with was that guy. But you know, a couple interviews later, I think we're moving in the right direction. But just one game. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. Like you said, my name say it's just one game, y'all. It's not gonna let you fully hurt. Not really fully gonna hurt us all together. Just give us something to really work on. Really, I ain't gonna really bash Drew and then. I mean, y'all ain't already said this kind of obvious. I mean, he for the past 2 games been throwing a lot of checkdowns, and it is what it is. But I'm just gonna take time with the defense when I guess I did have a super chat earlier, saying 10 penalties, man. That's gonna hurt anybody. Like we had like 15 or 19 last game. I mean, the first game was the Bucs, so yeah. And what after that, what I typed, I said, if you play it, see, I know how you play D line. If you playing the defensive end, and it's a tight end there, you got to jam him to help out your DBs, man. I mean, because actually when they're playing tight, they got several options. They can run a quick check down. They can help out, honestly, because it helps out the DBs, because like all they got to do is run across, and then pretty much it's gonna be traffic regardless. Because if you ain't got the referees in there, you got your other DBs back there on the team helping you out. But they covering their man. And shoot, I mean, if you don't get if you don't get a jam on them, shoot, they can anybody can just score and just pick you apart willingly. It can be Gardner Minshew, anybody. It don't matter be just Derek Carr. And I mean, like I said, shoot, offensively, like what you just gotta honestly like just finish, man. Shoot all together. Just that since we only have 3 sacks, so you wouldn't necessarily get that much pressure.
Right, and that was at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, first half.
So I mean, at the defensive end, really, you just gotta jam that tight end before you start going downhill. Like going into that quarterback pocket. Right. You gotta stay home for like a half second and hit. Make sure you jam the inside of that tight end. Then proceed, because it's gonna help out people like Michael Jenkins who at least can get in front of their man, because they still got to play their zone, because that's more times we run anyway. They still got to play their man, but it help them actually get it somewhat in the vicinity of it before we can honestly decide to make his move, and get the upper hand.
Yeah, man. I mean, you make some good points, man. You know, I think that they do need to try a few different things. You know what I'm saying, defensively, in order for them to win those matchups, man. But I appreciate it. Just one game, man. Call back anytime, brother.
No problem.
All right, man. Let's go back to the chat, E, for a little bit, man. See what a couple people got to say. Somebody said, best corner in Saints history. What you smoking, bro? I encourage anybody to find a better corner than Marshawn Lattimore, please. Please don't tell me Jabari Greer. Please. I like Jabari Greer, but Jabari Greer was not a man corner at all. Raiders had a damn good game. I agree with that. They did a really good job. I think they opened up a lot of eyes tonight, winning that game. Drew can't throw the ball down the field. What game he was watching? I mean, I don't know. I have not a clue.
I question if Drew Brees could throw the ball downfield if they didn't have nobody blocking. Like how far can he really throw the ball? That's what I like to see.
Hey, I like this one right here. And this is my guy. Somebody said Delvin Bro.
No, sir.
Our team is very predictable. No passing beyond 30 yards. No QB sneak for short yardage first downs. The game has gotten way too fast for Drew. Sean has to recognize this before we end up in 2018 again. 2018 was 13-3. We ain't winning 13 games if he playing like that. I tell you that right now. Right now. What's your projection for next week? I reserve my judgment right now. I have to let this kind of register a little bit. You don't want Drew to retire beating Brady in stats? Nah, I'm good on that.
I don't really care about stats.
Man,
I care
for real.
about W's. That's what I care. I don't care how they get them either.
I'm for real. I'm still over homeboy that called it sounded like the DJ at the club, man. Man, you ain't a top 5 corner, man. You a goofy.
That man had some
that's hate.
bass in his voice.
That's hating. That's hating your voice right there. I'm telling you, man, like people don't want to see you thrive, E. They don't want to see you thrive. So I mean, my question was like, you wait, like honestly, You wait till Marshawn Lattimore put on a bad performance, right? And then you call in. Why didn't you call in last week? Why would you wait for him to play this week in order for you to play? Why? Because he shut down Mike Evans, one of the best receivers in the game. And honestly, are we saying that a top corner can't have a bad game? Are we saying that? Did we not see Stephon Gilmore get posterized by DK Metcalf and get deboed the whole entire game? Did we not see that on Sunday Night Football? So are we saying that guys can't have bad games? I don't understand this, right? Being a shutdown corner don't mean that the ball never comes your way and a guy don't catch it. These wide receivers get paid to catch the ball too, right? So I'm like, come on, man, give me a break. Like, they expect the dude not to get no yards whatsoever, right? They expect the dudes not to get no yards whatsoever. Let's go to the stats. I'm interested, though. I'm really interested. I'm really interested to see what the heck was going on here that he felt like all of a sudden. Let's see. Brandon Edwards had 2 catches for 42 yards. Is that a good game? Is that a good game? Hunter Renfrow only had 1 catch on three catches for 37 yards. Is that great? That seemed like a pretty solid game to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that seemed like the type of numbers that a Jalen Ramsey or something like that are put up against you know what I'm saying, a wide receiver that they lined up against. So I don't get it. Like, what is our expectations of a shutdown corner? What is it? You know what I'm saying? What is our expectation for nobody to ever throw the football and catch a football on them ever? Like, honestly, man, I think I don't know, man. I don't think we know how to analyze football. We analyze from down to down. We just sit up there and wait. You know what I'm saying? And wait for that moment where we can be proved right. You know, I don't know. Richard Clark says penalty killed is more than anything. Yeah, man, those pass interference calls, Those pass interference calls.
Penalties in that time of possession.
Yep. I'm just saying we should Breeze. We should have a pass count or have the other quarterbacks play for a couple drives. Need to try something. Didn't know Waller before tonight. Now he's household. I knew who he was.
I knew going to the Hall of Fame around this piece after this shoot.
I know who he was. Overall team lost. Drew played horrible. Drop passes. Get Sanders involved. Get off the field on third down. All the Packers got a game plan for right now is throwing the ball downfield and watching for flags. Yep. I do. I definitely would do that. We have more penalty yards than we had rushing.
They still went over 100 yards as a team, but I think they still had more penalty yards, though.
Right. Jared says, I had to turn the game off after that last PI before the final 2 minutes. Yeah, that pretty much said it all. Drew had opportunities to run for a few extra yards, and he just threw the ball away. Waste of opportunities. The sad part about this, we have some weapons to compete with any defense. Sean needs to implement Winston and Taysom for some shots down the field. And I don't know. They just got to get the ball down the field, man. They're becoming way too one-dimensional here.
At this point, I think Taysom do need to play more snaps. Yeah. I want to say he played maybe 2 in the first half, and he ain't even play in the second half. I do think they needed some Taysom in this game, though. You know, he always come in the game, give him a spark, might run for a first down or throw a ball down the field. Right. They needed that this game, though.
Yep. Yeah,
I think we'll be seeing more Taysom in the next 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks, I think. They're going to have to.
Right. And the thing about it, what was he tonight? I ain't really see him throw the ball at all tonight.
Nope.
At all.
More as a decoy tonight.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, why didn't they use him at all? Only seen like 1 RPO the whole game from Taysom.
Mm-hmm.
I am still hurting. It was a lost Saints. Who that? What up, TJ? Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping by. Jeffrey says, we're going to read a few more and get up out of here. He says, I need Sean Payton to do the unthinkable. Switch the offensive game plan and be committed to the run. Highly unlikely because Sean trusts Drew Brees throwing the ball than running the ball. I agree. And that's the downfall right now.
And that's harder than the Saints these Saints fans getting over Drew Brees can do no wrong, or he brought us a Super Bowl, so he can do no wrong, is him and his trust. I think his trust is stronger than how fans feel about Drew Brees.
Right.
His trust in Drew Brees, Drew Brees to get us out of this, and they, cohesion or whatever. I think that's more harder to break than anything.
Right. I don't know, man. I guess, you know what I'm saying, that's what got you to the dance, but man, you gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it go. Bridgewater was a clue that passing downfield can make a difference with the current personnel.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater threw for 300 yards against the Raiders.
Yep.
You know,
Bridgewater's passing the hell out of that ball when Drew Brees was out too.
Yeah. Brees is washed up and Winston going in week 8. I know you agree. I don't know about that. Sean Payton stubborn to the fact he'll have a losing season before he bench Drew. I really believe that.
Yep.
He that big of an a-hole, man, for real. He that big of an a-hole that he would allow Drew Brees to have a losing season before he make a switch.
And then if the Saints start losing and they do get rid of Drew Brees or bench him, watch the uproar that he get.
All right.
Watch the uproar that people in New Orleans are having. I don't know why he benching Drew. All he did for us. Now people, all I did for you, and you can go out there and do this to me. What? That's how people gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boy, let this happen in Dallas or somewhere like that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You and me stayed in Dallas. You know, they talk about this.
Yeah. And now we know Tampa Bay gonna win the division tomorrow. That's gonna be the talk. Because Tampa is better than the Saints. So we just got to do better, man. We beat ourselves. I disagree. We did not beat ourselves tonight. The Raiders beat us. Period, man. I'm sorry. They had a better game plan than the Saints. And I when you say we beat ourselves, like you beat yourself if I understand the penalties, but you don't beat yourself when one player destroys you the entire game. Like you don't beat yourself with that. The team beats you. I'm sorry. I can't accept that one.
Yeah, you beat yourself with turnovers, I would think.
Yeah. I will go down with Drew this year. If that's what you want to do. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. I
like the Saints more than I like Drew Brees. I like the team as a whole more than just one person. I like Alvin Kamara, but I want to see the Saints be successful, not just him.
I don't think people understand. Like this is gonna be it. This is it, man. Like for real. Like y'all don't understand. They're gonna be in rebuild mode next year. Do y'all not understand that? Like this is it. This is it. Like you might, you know what I'm saying, be competitive and stuff like that, but the Saints that we once knew, they will not be the same next year. They won't. They won't. They're gonna look completely different. Offense gonna look completely different. What are you expecting in the game that is coming versus the Packers? I don't even want to talk about that right now. I need some time to decompress. For real. 2 more, E. Stop talking about Marshawn. He played okay. We need to be talking about Malcolm Jenkins. He looked old. We should have kept my dude.
That's what we didn't talk about this time yet. We didn't get on him much.
Who, Malcolm Jenkins?
Yeah, that boy.
Yeah, he looked horrible.
That boy, he was getting burned like a pack of cools out there for real.
Man, I don't know, man. Like I said, dude waited for Marshawn Lattimore a guy to catch 2 passes on him, right? In order for him to like call up the show. To be like, man, you wrong. Like, what were you last week? What were you last week when he was shutting down? Oh, he only played good again with bad quarterbacks. Like, huh? You talking about moving the goalposts? How's Mike Evans putting up all these yards? How's Mike Evans had more 1,000-yard seasons in his first few, you know what I'm saying, the first years of his career than any other receiver? And you know what I'm saying, he playing with bad quarterbacks here. Well, he doing something. He's doing something. You know, how's Julio Jones arguably the best wide receiver in football right now? I mean, somebody throwing him the football. You know, I mean, I don't like the Falcons, and I still think it's funny what happened to him yesterday. But I mean, come on, man. Like, give me a break. Like I say, man, some people just want to see you. I don't know. That brother right there, man. That brother needs some. I don't know, but Malcolm Jenkins, man. Malcolm Jenkins, I think that he played horrible. Hopefully, he can weather the storm. But I have to see that in a couple of games for me to just write him off and say, man, he's slow. You know what I'm saying? He just had a bad game. Burn the tape. You know what I'm saying? That's what he got to do. We got Rob Ryan. Thank you very much for the $2. I'm coaching the defense again. Now y'all know. I believe you. I believe. Sounds like it's time for some new players. I don't agree with that. And we have I come Malcolm Jenkins look old, but Drew can't. Quite get the fool. That fool acknowledgement, man. Look, I think he look old. I think Drew look old. You know what I'm saying? I think they equally look old. You know what I'm saying? Give a slice to the pie, okay? Look. They both look
all
terrible.
the time.
They both look
2-0. I mean, you can't run a 4.5. You can't throw 50 or 60 yards forever.
Right.
You can't do that forever. Eventually, you're gonna come to an end.
Right. That's it. That's all I gotta say, man. I mean, but I want to say thank you all for checking out the State of the Saints podcast. This was a fun show. A lot of people, had a lot of things to say. They went at Drew Brees' neck. They went at Malcolm Jenkins' neck. Hell, they even went at my neck. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, man. I love the energy. And once again, man, EJ, man, thank you so much for being co-host of the show tonight, man. Let everybody know how they can get in touch with you.
You can get in touch with me at EJ the Sports Fan at Twitter, Instagram. I also started my Pick Six blog world. I just got to upload a video on YouTube, but you can follow me there on Twitter, Instagram also. Every week, I'm going to be doing a top 10, almost like a power ranking for NFL teams. So I'm going to start putting that up on Saturday. So you can just go to my website, pick6blogworld.com. Check out that top 10. That was power rankings. So I'm going to have it before next week's game will be week 3. So I have the top 10. Whether the Saints in that top 10 or not, we won't know. You'll find out on Saturday.
Yeah, but they definitely gonna take a hit this week. They definitely won't be in the top 3 of power rankings this week.
I had them at number 4, so I think I might have to bump them down a little bit.
Yeah, they got to be at least number 9 or number 10 or something like that on the list. But thank y'all very much. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com. Search The State of the Saints Podcast. Facebook.com. Search The State of the Saints Podcast. And thank y'all very much, man. Subscribe and also check out the audio podcast, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM. And I will announce the winner of the State of the Saints podcast t-shirt on tomorrow. My wife went to sleep, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, right. She worked a 12-hour shift, man. So she went right to sleep. So when she wakes up, I'm going to tell her to draw a name, and whoever name she draws, that's going to be the winner of the t-shirt. I will announce it. I will post it on Facebook.com, State of the Saints podcast page, man. So thank y'all very much. Have a good night. Everything going to be all right, man. The sun going to come out tomorrow, man. Y'all don't worry about it. It's time to move forward. Week 3, the Saints at home against the Green Bay Packers, and hopefully they can right the wrongs of what we saw tonight. Till next time, all I got to say is, who dat?